again. The Electricity Minister, Dr Kgosientsho Ramokgopa, is in Cape Town. He's outside the Koeberg power station, where he just gave a briefing, if you will, following a consultation with management there. Athi Mtongana is standing by to give us a debrief in terms of what we heard. Hello, Athi.
Well, Dudu, the minister is still very confident that he will end load shedding in the country. However, because we have access to the Koeberg nuclear power station, I'm going to briefly move out of shot so my colleague can actually show you the 2 units here at this power station. We don't normally get clearance to get into these power stations, of course, because these are key national points. And so I'd like our viewers to actually see how these 2 units here at Koeberg power station look like. Now, what we know with regards to this power station, Dudu, is that the one power station is currently going through a refurbishment process where they are now trying to replace 3 steam generators inside those units. And so they have started inside the first unit with the first steam generator. It takes a long process in order to replace these steam generators. These 2 units both carry 3 steam generators which are in the process of being replaced, and now this process takes a lot of time, and this is something that Eskom has to do in order to get its license renewed for at least 20 more years. This is one of the most reliable power stations, given the fact that it is a nuclear power station, Dudu. And so the minister talking to the work that is being done here and the delay that they have faced in the process of trying to refurbish these 3 steam generators. At the same time, they're trying to refuel this particular power station, and he's saying the delay is, of course, taking off the grid over 900 megawatts, which is almost stage 1 load shedding. And of course, he's saying that other issues related to corruption, for example, are issues that he has to leave to law enforcement agencies, and the commitment that Eskom has made to work with law enforcement agencies in order to deal with issues of corruption. He says, as an engineer, that's not entirely his focus, but if there are incidents of corruption that have been brought to him, he will take it up with the relevant authorities, and in this case, law enforcement agencies. However, it seems as if it's doom and gloom when it comes to winter, because he says these coal power stations that are struggling are causing other power stations that are not supposed to run at a high capacity to run as high as they are at the moment. But he is foreseeing that during the winter period, we might not experience stages higher than stage 6. But by the sound of things, Dudu, it sounds like we might actually get up to that very terrible and frustrating level of stage 6 load shedding in winter. And there was a question that was asked yesterday in the National Assembly by one of the political parties to the Deputy President about why the country did not experience as much load shedding during the national shutdown. And the minister here responded to that question, saying that, well, the incidents happening on the ground, and as far as the marches are concerned, have nothing to do with what was happening. He said the demand was low, and that in winter we'll actually see a higher demand, which speaks to a stage 6 load shedding potentially. But with regards to, whether the march, the national shutdown, had anything to do with the country not experiencing high levels of load shedding, he says it has completely nothing to do with it.
Completely nothing to do with it. Athi Mtongana, thank you very much for that update.